For the last 5 months, we have been traveling around Australia, living out of our car, sleeping in our swag and showering out of a bucket. We've noticed over the last 5 months that there's just a couple more modifications that we want to make life out of the patrol just a little bit more comfortable. And in approximately 48 hours, we are about to head off on a new maybe 6-month adventure, plus or minus maybe a little bit depending on how it plays out. Super excited. We have modifications to do, we have a general to-do list, and then we can hit the road. We're Shannon. At the end of 2021, we decided it was time for a complete life change. So we sold our house and business. Now we are traveling around Australia looking for adventure and seeking moments of solitude.
Step 1, remove things that are in the way. Modification number 1 is we're going to go with the ensuite awning. We've realised you can't just get naked everywhere, you can't go to the toilet everywhere, you need a little bit of privacy, and I don't know if you've seen me struggle with that ridiculous ensuite that we had, but we're going with a new one. Might actually work alright. So we've gone with the Nomad by Chaos with a swing away bracket by K2C, I think it's called. So I'm hoping to mount it on the back here somehow. Haven't worked any of that out yet. And then when it swings around over here, and then we can use it and still have access to the side door. I can still get on the roof. We can still do everything we need to do if it's out for a while. Something like that maybe.
While Shannon works on the mods, my first job on my to-do list is to clean and organise the inside of this cab. She hasn't had a clean for 5 months and she needs them.
Down a little bit more. Okay, you can let go.
We are currently in Sydney, staying with family. We've been here for 2 weeks. We've been sharing the love around, staying with different family members. It's been really nice to catch up with everyone. We are looking forward to leaving. We're currently at Cousin Hayden's house, and he kindly also received all of our parcel deliveries. So thank you, Cousin Hayden. We appreciate you. That was a really big help. Brekkie.
Give you guys an update where we're up to. So I've mounted the new ensuite awning, which is almost finished. I've got one thing left to do, but that's just going to swing out like that, and then we can use it in this position, or we can swing it around, and I've worked it out so it can lock here, and we can use it in this position if we've got the boat on, and then it still clears the canopy. So all I've got left to do is, there's a bit of a locking pin that locks it in place, so when you're traveling it can't come off. And I need to work out some sort of bracket system to do that, so I'm going to get a list of everything I need from the hardware today, and I'll get that tomorrow and finish it. Job number 2 on the list is, you guys have all seen our RAM mount that we use for our phone. Well, we've got another one because we've got our Selfie Go, which is a phone booster, our in-cab antenna here. And when you've got really limited service, you need to be right next to it. So we're going to mount for our second phone, which just floats around in the cab now. I'm going to mount another RAM mount just here, and that'll get the best signal as we're traveling or if we're in camp. Like that. What do you reckon? Should do the job nicely. Whoa. New steady FT 4K light bar for the patrol. Let me run you through why we're changing over the driving lights. So these are the old Nava driving lights I've had for years, but they're pretty worn out, they're pretty tired, but the main reason that I'm changing them is whenever I'm towing my boat, big trailer that I have, anything like that, on a big hill climb, I seem to just run a little bit hot. Because I've got a front mount intercooler, I just want to get as much air through into the radiator as possible, and these guys are restricting it. So the plan is, new light bar up top, get rid of these, have all that for air to pump through the radiator and the intercooler. Decision time, guys. Do I sit it hard down on the bull bar? Do I lift it up? Or do I roll it forwards? Let me know in the comments what you reckon. Well, job number 4 for today is to change out my overflow tank. I don't know if you guys remember, I had the radiator flushed and everything, but this is still absolutely filthy. There's a bit of old rust and debris from the radiator before in there, so I'm just gonna, rather than trying to clean it, new one from Patrol Apart, not that expensive, I'm just going to change it out. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see in there. See the difference? It's just full of mud and all sorts of, I have no idea. New one.
I finished inside the cab. I can officially tick that off my to-do list. Now I've got to start tackling this mess over here, the canopy. This will probably be the easy side. Then I've got to go over to the food side. I think I'm just going to strip it all out, give it a vacuum, and then put things back away in a nice orderly fashion.
Tick another one off the list. All done.
We are packing slightly differently for the next 3 months. So not everything that I've taken out of the canopy is actually going to go back in. Our hiking bags are staying, but I do need to dig out our winter bags. Yep, I need our winter sleeping bags. The bipod, our porta potty, we weren't overly impressed with that one. We actually have one here, so we're going to be taking that one instead. Let's go grab that. This is our little home base in Sydney. Welcome to all of our stuff. And that there, porta potty. Hopefully it fits in really nicely because we're taking this one. We're leaving the bipod that we bought on the road in WA because it just was, don't know that the seals were really, really good. It was a bit smelly. So we want to give this one a red hot go and compare the two. Oh, do we want our gators? Yes, I agree. Okay, gators. Alright, that's Shannon's. I've got to find mine now. Job done for now. We need to put on the list for tomorrow to fill up our gas bottle, and then we'll put the gas bottle back in the car along with a water bottle. Let's move to the food side. It's a mess. This is the messiest our drawers have been in the entire 5 months.
So we're on to one of my last jobs to do under the bonnet, is to fit a catch can. Now I've been told by numerous mechanics that I should put a catch can on, and I figured I'd finally get around to doing it, seeing I've just had the turbo done. We've just replaced the leaking inlet manifold gasket, cleaned all the inlet manifold out. So I figured what better time while everything's clean, put a catch can on, catch all the blow-by oil, and hopefully it goes easy. I feel a bit nervous, don't really know what I'm doing, but should be right. So I've gone with the Process West Separate catch can, purely because it's got, well, it's been recommended to me by numerous people, but it's got big inlet outlet piping, and also it's got a pressure relief valve in it, so if anything does get clogged or anything like that, the pressure will actually come out of there and not destroy the engine.
We are leaving our snorkel gear behind and instead taking porta potty chemicals. Yep, it's an unusual trade. It will all make sense in next week's episode. One more thing we are not taking with us. That's our fire grill.
24 hours till we leave.
Can't wait.
We've still got a bit to do today, so hectic day. Let me show you where we finished off yesterday because the rain came and we didn't finish off. Update on my list of jobs was finishing off the catch can yesterday, so I've got that all fixed in there, all plumbed up. So that's off the list now. All I've got left to do is to finish wiring up the light bar to the old switch in the cab, and also to power under the battery just with the relay. And I think that's, oh, and I've also got to mount the bracket for the swing out awning. So I think that's all I've got left on my list of jobs, and also a lot of packing. What have you got left to do now?
I got super close finishing the patrol yesterday. I've just got to do the outside of the fridge and the fridge slide, clean underneath both of our drawers. Our drawers are looking a lot more organized, just not very full, but I've already done a shopping list. So then I move on to laundry and packing. There's my missing knife.
Headlights on?
Yes. 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 Yeah.
You said I don't know what I'm doing.
For the record, to clarify, I think he told himself that because I never said that to him.
I've gone and picked up the rest of the brackets we need so I can get this awning mounted. Well, that's it, guys. I've finished my list of all the modifications.
And I finished my checklist, which means we are ready to hit the road first thing tomorrow morning on our new adventure. I'm super excited.
I'm super pumped also.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Please like, subscribe, and drop us a comment. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Yep, we're leaving in 2 cars.